Hey guys, what's up? Another video today. I'm actually going to go through and I'm going to go through these two racks right here, show you how I clean, stuff like that. These racks should have some eggs in it, so I'm going to show you how I pull eggs, stuff like that, what I do with them in the meantime, stuff like that. It's going to be a two-part video. We're going to go through, clean these guys, pull the eggs, and then I'll make a video just on like setting up the eggs, putting them in the incubator, stuff like that. Going to be listening to some music while I do this. I'm not going to have the music playing in the background because whenever it does, Germany doesn't like that, and my German friends don't get to see the video. So I'm just going to listen to music. If you see me dancing, jamming out, that's just what I do. But anyway, let's get started on these. It's going to be might be a little bit loud while I'm vacuuming and stuff like that. But this is just going to be like the basic everyday thing that that I do with these guys. I haven't made one of these videos in a while. It's usually just me talking and writing on a whiteboard. But this one you're going to actually see what I actually do. So let's do this. On this side, there's just a moist paper towel. I don't know if you guys saw that, but if you look at my setup videos, that's how you'll know how this is all set up and what I'm doing here. As you can see, whenever I lift this lid, there's actually a lot of water condensed on the lid there. This is the Bell Ghost female. She's still super fat. She still needs to be on a diet. She hasn't been ovulating yet, so won't have any eggs in here because I haven't put a male in yet either. And she's done. She's got some ovulations. There might be some eggs in here actually, because he's been in here for quite a while with her. Most of these males were put in about 15 days ago. And there we go. First two eggs. And these are actually bell stripes. Pretty cool looking. That's the girl. And then there's the male. And actually, since these eggs are good, what I'm going to do is actually put him back. He was right. Just going to set him up there. That way I know that he's done with this group, or this female. And I had two good eggs, so I'm going to use the red marker today because the last two times I used blue and green. So what I do is I just alternate colors, so then that way I know like around what time they were actually laid. And just put two lines there in red because I got two eggs. They were good ones. And I wonder... She hasn't been bred yet, this one. She's not quite ovulating yet. So I'm not going to rush her or anything like that, putting a male in. I'm just going to let her ovulate whenever she wants to. It's always better that way. Actually, I'm going to write on here when I took this male out. Just so that I know when the last time he was in with her. And I wonder... Again, look at how much condensation's on there. They'll actually drink that off too, so it's kind of cool. Should be some eggs in this one too. Yep. Two more good ones. Oh shit. Make that 3. 4. It's been about 14 days since I went through and looked for eggs, and so 2 of those eggs have actually been in here for quite a while. But as you can see, like they weren't dried out or anything like that, so no big deal. And those are actually Bell 100% head eclipse cross to a white and yellow head radar. So those are going to be some cool eggs. Hopefully we get something awesome out of them. We just put 4 marks there. And on to the next one. Another bell stripe female. She was actually bred too, so there might be some eggs in this one as well. Actually, a lot of people ask after I pull these eggs, like why I don't mark the top of them or anything like that. It's because I've found that even if you pull them late, wow, she laid double clutch too. 4 good eggs out of that one. Alright, back to what I was saying about the, I don't mark the top of them. I found that actually they can roll around a little bit and they're still going to hatch. They're not like ball python eggs or anything like that, or crocodile eggs. If you turn them over, the babies will die. Leopard geckos are very different in that aspect, that you can actually turn the egg over pretty much any time during the incubation, and it's not going to affect it at all. It's one of those common myths that people think that it's going to kill the embryo or whatever, and it really doesn't. And actually the temperature fluctuation and stuff like that, by leaving them out for, 20 minutes, hour, 2 hours sometimes, that doesn't affect them either, actually. Them getting cooler, I don't think affects them. If it was a spike like to a higher temperature, I think that would affect them. But as far as like them, sitting out like here for 20 minutes or whatever until I get the rack done, it's no big deal. No eggs in that one. And a lot of people ask like how moist to get this. You don't want it soaking wet, but you definitely want it to be this darker color. Whenever it's dry, it's like that lighter color. Usually whenever they're in the container with a lid on them, it doesn't evaporate really or that bad. And usually I only have to spray them maybe once a week, if that. She's going to lay eggs here shortly. The key is to have the hole on the cooler side. If you have the hole on the warm side, it's going to evaporate out much quicker. So, like if you actually look at this one here, see where all the condensation's back here? That's because that's where the warmth is. And this side is going to be a little bit cooler, so you actually don't have to worry about it evaporating as fast. I bet you this girl's ovulating just by the that she didn't eat her food, so she's probably going to be ovulating. So I'm going to put a male in with her. Yep, big ovulations. So a male will be going in with her. This is a striped rainwater. So what I'm going to do, I think, with this one, because I want to prove out that if she's headed for eclipse or not as well. So what I'm going to do is put a Eclipse Max Snow white and yellow het for rainwater and patty in with her. That should produce some cool looking babies. So I'm going to grab him real quick. I actually have two males here. I'm just going to see which one I like better. Which one seems to be doing a little bit better, a little bit bigger. Just use this guy. He's pretty cool. This is a Max Snow Eclipse white and yellow. Very, very heavily spotted. I think the heavily spotted stuff comes from him being het patty. So this guy is actually a pretty valuable animal as far as like the genetics. And he's a touch smaller than her, but no big deal. She's going to be pretty receptive to him just because of she's ready to go. And of course we'll put cross. That one was actually pretty long because of all the genetics in it and stuff like that. I wish I just had a name for that guy so I could just be like, oh yeah, here you go. Alright, pure Afghanicus here. Again, she didn't eat a lot of her food. That's why I wait till I'm done back. actually didn't eat a lot of her food either, so I'm sure there's eggs in here as well. Some of these tubs I've seen that they actually have eggs in them. I just haven't collected them. So she might actually have the double set again. She might only have 2 in here. Yeah, there's 2. Will there be 4? Nope. A lot of people say it's hard to get male Afghanicus. I don't think it is. I've always gotten males whenever I've tried to get males. I've just always tried to really get females. Because I just usually breed those for females. Or incubate for female. These 2 eggs actually, though, I'm going to put in the male incubator. Because actually had a request for males. So from Eric from Oregon Gecko. So those 2 eggs are going to go for male, and hopefully one of them is a male, and it'll be on its way to Oregon later this year. That's the one thing about people contacting me right now, is that I can literally customize their animal for them. Actually had a customer in France that wants to get some stuff customized, so I'm doing that for him, which is always kind of cool whenever you can do that for your customers. Pretty much make them whatever they want. I should say that that's not something that I do for everybody. I usually just do that for my better customers that usually buy off of me. Because if I started taking orders for every single thing that every single person wanted, I wouldn't get any work done. Okay, these are Macularis macularis from Steve Sykes' line. So we'll see if there's any eggs in there. This will actually be a good one to show you the differences between good eggs and bad eggs. Thought there would have been another one in here, but nope, only 1 egg. Which that's pretty typical for you know, the first clutch to be just 1 egg. Gonna write the Afghanicus, and then 1. I put a B on the tub for bad egg whenever they lay a bad egg, just so I know how many eggs, good or bad, that they're laying. So that's what I wrote on that one. I'll show you the difference between a good egg and a bad egg. Alright. See how I can squeeze that one? That's a bad egg. Just very, very gushy, like kind of like a half-filled water bottle. Or like half-filled, like one of those heating water gel things. This is a good egg. See, whenever I push down, like, it's not going anywhere. Good egg, bad egg. I'll see if I can actually have my light here. It's really kind of hard to tell on this one because it does seem pretty fresh. Usually the bad eggs will also be yellow whenever you shine a light through them. Good eggs will be like a reddish color or a pink color. But what I'm going to do with this egg is I'm going to set it up in its own container and try to incubate it anyway. It'll probably end up molding over and stuff like that. But if the egg was laid like 5 minutes ago or something like that, it could still be a little bit gushy. So what I do is I just incubate them anyway, and just to make sure that they're good or bad. But once they go moldy in the incubator and collapse on themselves, stuff like that, I get them out of there. Sorry, I'm sick. Just had to spit that loogie out. That was pretty gross. It's one of those chunky good ones. Sorry, I probably just grossed some of you people out. If there's puke on your computer screen right now, I'm sorry. This one actually could be a cool cross here, if we got some eggs in this one. This is actually a Mac Raptor, banded one. It was crossed to the Universe male that I have. So we're going to see, one, if there's eggs in here, which hopefully there is. This is really fresh. Yep, 2 duds. This one has such fresh cocoa fiber that's kind of clumped up. I'm actually going to look for the Universe male. Alright, the Universe male, he was over there resting, so I'm going to put him back in. Because these eggs right here, they don't look good. The one's definitely molded over already. And they were stuck together, stuff like that. Very, very, floppy. So, because that one's molded over already, I'm going to throw that one out. I'll put this one in with the other dud, just to see if it'll incubate or not. But that happens. I mean, the first clutch, a lot of the times you'll get infertiles, just because like the male wasn't in time or something. Maybe the female wasn't receptive at the time, and she just laid a dud. So what I do at that point is I put the male back in, and then he'll actually be rotated through that cage again until I start getting fertile eggs, and then once I start getting fertile eggs, he's out. And he's out for good. Alright, so in 2-8. Which he was in there with her before, a couple weeks ago, but obviously it didn't take, so I gotta put the 2 bad eggs on there. Probably some eggs in this one, actually, which would be nice. Thought I felt one there, but it was just a clump of cocoa fiber. Oh, there we go. Just one good one. Usually there's 2 eggs in here whenever they lay, but this girl decided that 1 was good enough for her in the first clutch, so there's only 1 in there. But this cross is actually going to be very cool. This is actually a Tug Snow Sunglow. Yes, Tug Snow, a Tug Sunglow, I should say. Cross to my white and yellow het for Marble Eye. So that stuff's going to be pretty sweet. It's going to have some awesome color to it, and then a possible het for Marble Eye. And we've got 1 good egg, so we'll probably incubate that one for female, just so that it'll be easier to prove her out just by breeding her to a Marble Eye later on. Got something in my eye. Ugh. As you can see, this is just very, very freaking repetitive, and just constantly doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over. 2 good eggs. Two more good eggs. If there were 6 eggs in here, you know I'd really be slacking. But there's only 4. That was a joke. I've actually had babies hatch in with their mothers, because it would be like the end of the season, and I thought they were done laying, stuff like that. And sure enough, baby later. Which that happens. I mean, sometimes the actual egg will get stuck to the lay box, like the plastic part. And instead of ripping them off, I just let them basically hatch in with the mother. The mother won't hurt the baby. It's kind of weird, actually, that they won't eat them or anything like that. But it's almost like a family type thing. All right, 1 good egg there, 4 good eggs here. This one laid bad eggs last time, so hopefully she laid good ones this time. The male's been back in. Just going to put those guys in there for right now. They were root crabbers. The other thing that I do is, while the female is actually laying eggs and breeding and stuff like that, I actually don't do a full cleaning of the cage. The reason for that is I don't want to stress her out even more. So it's just spot cleaning with the vacuum. I don't use any disinfectant or anything like that, because I want the smell to stay her smell, because I don't want her stressed out, like thinking that she's in a new place every 3 seconds. Another good egg. Another good egg. Another good egg. Another good egg. Alrighty. 4 good eggs in that one as well, which is good. starting to get exciting because I'm actually getting eggs now. It's not just cleaning for the sake of cleaning anymore. And then once, so I'm going to put her back. I'm actually going to put the male back. Because I started getting fertile eggs from her, so we're going to put that male back. Actually, I'm going to take this male back out too. Like I said, once we start getting good eggs, it's safe to take the male out because his job is pretty much done. And then just leave the female in there by herself, basically. Hopefully we got some eggs from this one. This should be a pretty cool cross, actually. This is that creamsicle cross that I put together with the tangerine male. She's pretty dark right now just because of like breeding, but very, very cool animal. There you go. Let's just see her. Look how fat she is. She's got eggs in there. And then the male, which hopefully, I mean, he's been in there for 15 days. There's probably eggs in here that are good, so he'll be getting pulled back out, and yep, 2 good eggs. Nice. See if we can go for 4. Nope, just 2. The other 2 are still in her belly. You can see them. And his, seeing if I had a tub set up for him. Thought I did. Oh no, I put a different male in his place. Oh, here's his tub. His tub was up on the top. So we're just going to put him in here just to relax for a little bit. We'll just slide him on the shelf. Pull that out. And she's good to go. I think pretty much this whole rack is going to be in production. Stay there, baby. I hate commercials on Pandora. Kind of sucks. But I'm not spending money to listen to a free thing that just doesn't have the commercials. So that's what I just was hearing on the beats here. Hey, hey, hey. She's got eggs in her belly, but I'm sure that there's eggs in here. You can see she was actually creating a spot to lay them in this one. Hopefully you guys can see that. She dug it all out. So she's going to be laying those eggs very, very quickly. Or shortly, I should say. And here's 2 good ones. So whenever I come back through next time, I'll have 2 more eggs. Sorry I messed up your laying spot there, baby, but you're going to have to redig. Make sure it's the cocoa fiber is nice and moist for her because, like I said, she's going to be laying here shortly, so I don't want the eggs drying out. And 2 more. another one of those long videos, I think. Sorry, guys. Trying to get you information as we go here. That last female was an Eclipse female, 50% het for Tremper. She was actually bred to Spot, the white and yellow het for Eclipse, from the G project. He's a very awesome animal, gives me lots of cool babies. So we'll probably be getting white and yellow Eclipses out of that cross. Actually, no babies in this one. Or no eggs, I should say. If there was babies, there would be definitely something special going on. Nope. Alright, this group actually right here, this male and female, it's actually pure blizzards that are originally from Marsh & McGuinness. So hopefully we got some eggs in here. I almost don't think that there are though, because she looks pretty fat, so unless she had laid them right after the last time that it went through and collected, there's not going to be any eggs in here. But like I said, these are my pure blizzards, originally from Marsh & McGuinness. This is one group of them, I should say. Definitely keeping a line of them pure, because they're very, very hard to come by, pure ones. She actually has some bite marks on her head, so I can tell that they've been breeding. Sometimes you'll actually see little bite marks on their head. It's usually nothing to worry about. They usually don't like bite through the skin or anything like that, so it's not usually a big deal. I mean, it can be a big deal if, you know, skin's missing and stuff like that. You got to watch for infection and stuff like that at that point. But usually they don't. Usually they don't do too much damage. Usually the males are pretty gentle about it. This actually could be a pretty cool cross as well. This is actually a lab stripe cross to a Mac lab stripe. So hopefully we get some cool looking babies out of this one. They destroyed their cage, or their tub. Actually the last one I'll do as well, because that's the last of the leopard geckos over here. The other ones in this rack are all cave geckos towards the bottom. Keep the cave geckos in the bottom because it's cooler. And I go through and do those guys a little bit differently than I do the leopard geckos, so I'm not going to go through those guys. Yeah, here's the Mac lab stripe. Very, very cool looking. And then her boyfriend, just a regular lab stripe. His lavender's faded a little bit. He is about 2 years old. But he'll still throw some crazy looking babies. Actually, this is pretty wet, so hopefully, and 2 more good eggs. I actually want this to dry out a little bit more, so I'm not spraying this one this time, and I'm going to move it closer onto the heat. Alright, we're just going to label this one. Alright, so basically what I did was went through and marked how many eggs came from each one, and again I'm using the red marker. And then I'll show you those are all the eggs right there that I just collected. And in the next video, I'll show you me putting them away. But this video is pretty long already, so I'll shut it for now.